Hello. This is my first time doing this, so I'm a little nervous. Oh. This is my mic. It's not that great. I have no idea what I'm doing. But, I guess I just wanted to talk about life. I guess in a ASMR format, because this would probably be a bit better for people, at least to fall asleep to. So, because ASMR's helped a lot. It's helped a lot, and I always thought about, I guess, making a video, but it's very difficult because, as you can see, I don't have a very good camera. In fact, I'm using my laptop, and you can see it's very grainy and terrible. So where do I start? Life has a way of throwing a lot of things at you, and most of the time it stinks. I mean, the best thing to say would be that you get a lot of little commercial breaks. If you get what I mean, to the other people, you know those people. Sorry. But you get a lot of commercial breaks amidst all the real life stuff, and it's difficult to kind of get through everything. Like, when I was younger, maybe like when I first started college, I had the best intentions to, go through school and just get a job and, have everything set. And it didn't exactly pan out the way I thought it would. Like, the high school doesn't really prepare you for college. They say they do, but they don't. And we all know that's true. Like, how many people went straight through high school, and it was all so easy, and then when you get to college, it's like the pace. You get those classes that are like, once or twice a week, and you're like, oh yeah, I can do it. It'll be okay. As long as I like cram like I did in high school or whatever, and it'll be alright. And of course, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So you get that first test and you're just like, and you bomb it. And you're like, oh, but it's my first test of college, and I'm gonna do better. And of course, you bomb that one too. And of course, it just doesn't get any better. For some of you, you probably learned from that first test, and you worked at it, and that's okay. But for some people who, like me, never really learned, it took me a while to learn, a long time, but it took me a while before I figured it out that I wanted to. Well, it took me a while before I could figure myself out and figure out how to really get through college, because you're never really prepared. It's a lot. It's harder. It's more difficult, and sometimes when you go into college with the intention of becoming something, and then you just have all these things just thrown at you, it's so disheartening. It's so disheartening because it's like you feel like you're not going into what you want to do. And you just quit. You just quit. Maybe you try sometimes, but it's like deep down your mind just shuts off and it quits. And that's what happened to me. And sometimes, it'll take a while. And I know for many people, including myself, it's taking a while. I'm like in my mid-20s and I'm still not done with college. So for people who are around my age who are still not done with college, don't worry, you're not alone, really. You get hit with a lot of things, and you might look at other people who are younger than you, and they'll be getting married, or they might be, graduating, or they might be starting their final rotations for like medical school or something. Or you'll work with people who are finished with their bachelor's, and you just feel like, what did you do with your life? And I get that a lot. But everything takes time. Some people, they never really learn themselves. They never really figure it out. I'm still figuring myself out. I'm still in college, in my mid-20s. I'm not close to done, but I'm still figuring myself out. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid that the path you're taking is the longer one compared to others. Because, yeah, it might be longer, but this is your life. You only get to live it once. And this is the way you have to live it. It's not a race. It's not a race. You're not out to beat anyone. Maybe it'll be good to have competition. For some of you, it might be a good kick in the butt. Maybe. But don't ever try to compare yourself to people. Do what is good for you. There will be people who you'll look at them, and somewhere in your mind you'll feel like they're looking down on you, or that maybe they're talking behind your back about when is she getting out of school, or when is he getting out of school, or how many years does he have left or she have left. And of course, that'll get anyone disheartened who is in the position that I am. But it's not something that you should fret over. Just know that you're doing your best in your own way. You're not going to be like everyone else. And sure, it would be nice if, if things worked out the way you had planned it in your head. That you would have been done, or you would have gotten a job, or maybe you would have gotten a degree in something else. Things take time. Knowing yourself, figuring out what you want to do in life, figuring out who you even want to be with, figuring out all these weird emotions you always have, love, hate, ambivalence. It's all complicated. And I feel like I'm never going to learn who I am, or what I want, or what I really want in life. Like, the most I can even think about, like, doing definitely is going to sleep. Because sleep is amazing. You have dreams, and you dream about the things you could do. But the thing about dreams is that even though you dream them, they're only dreams unless you create them. So create your future. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to kick people out of the way for what you want. Don't be afraid to go after the things that you want to do. Don't be afraid to go down the long path. Because sometimes the longer path is the most enlightened path. And honestly, your happiness always counts. So don't be afraid. I've gone down the wrong path, but I'm way better now than I was years ago. I was in a bad place, I guess, but and maybe some of you are. Maybe some of you are in a bad place. And I know a lot of people say the days are going to get better, or don't think about the dark days, just keep chugging along ahead. And yeah, I know you might think, oh, they're just saying that. But it takes time. It takes time. If you keep doing your best, if you never quit, if you always look ahead to what you feel is important and what you want to accomplish in your life, then you'll always be a winner and you'll always succeed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day or a nice night, and dream happy dreams, okay? Bye.